Well, welcome to my truck. Now, you all saw me the other day harvesting these birch pollypore fungi. This one's got a lot of bark left on it. But anyhow, I digress. You saw me harvest these the other day. There was a reason why I harvested them. I haven't been feeling so good. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to bring you along on a mission to produce medicine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these up. At least one of them. And I'm going to put it in my teapot. And I'm going to boil it for a while. And after it's boiled for a while, I'm going to add a little sweetener to the liquid and imbibe it. These things are antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial. They're loaded with phytonutrients, kind of stuff that you just aren't getting from store-bought food anymore. So, stick with me and I'll show you what we get when I get a little closer. Okay, here's what we're going to be doing, ladies and gentlemen. I've trimmed away some of the woody bits, and I'm going to cut this bad boy up. Now, if I were at the house, I would not be using a fine edge knife on this, because it's awful difficult getting through this stuff. Now, that piece got some nasties on it. I'm going to throw that one out. If I were doing this at the house, I would be using a serrated blade on this, because quite honestly, I think that would do a lot better job. And I'm going to cut these real thin slices. You can see what kind of trouble I'm having getting through this stuff, because it is tough. Bother. Now I'm going to actually cut up this entire fungus, and we'll get back to you when I get that done and into the pot. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me get you up here where you can actually see my pretty face. There's what I've got. That's one fungus. And we're going to put that into my tea kettle. Give me a second to reach it. How do you like that? One old beat up tea kettle. Tag sale special, got it for $1. And we're gonna, you can see how I've got this cut up in little slivers. Now there's a reason why I cut it up that way. I'm thinking about beyond right now. That's the perfect size piece for putting on a flake of flint and catching a spark. And after I've boiled this good and thorough, I'm going to let these dry out until they become dry as a stone. And they would become, I believe, a passable catch for spark. Now then, I'm going to add to that tea kettle 4 cups of water. Unfortunately, this is only a 2-cup measure. So, there's 2. There's 4. And when I start this boiling, I'm going to boil it until there's less than 2 cups of liquid left. And the remaining, cup and a third, cup and a half of tea, I will add some artificial sweetener to it and sip on it. And all of the goodness that comes out of that fungus will go into me and hopefully make me feel better. While I'm doing this, though, I'm going to say Merry Christmas Happy New Year's to all my viewers and friends. And to once and for all confirm, I am the infidel your mama warned you about. Or was it your whatever? Just for a good chuckle. Zambarado. We'll catch you later when the tea has been boiled for a while. Okay, boys and girls of the tubes. That is the resulting tea to come off that pollypore that I just showed you me cutting it up. Pretty interesting color. And now we're going to add some artificial sweetener. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I've never been a fan of artificial sweeteners. They never seem to do the job. You try the blue, and whilst it doesn't give you a nasty aftertaste, it just doesn't make things sweet enough. You use the pink, and it gives you that awful aftertaste. Well, I've learned a crucial little lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Use both in a 2-to-1 ratio. Now, to sweeten this much tea normally takes me about 3 packets of sugar. Only I'm not allowed to have sugar anymore. It's poison to me because I'm diabetic. So just to sweeten this close with the blue packets takes 8 or 10 packets, depending on the brand. No, I don't buy equal. That's too expensive. This happens to be Natra Taste is the name of this brand of blue. And it would take 10 of these to make that sweet enough to be palatable. Dang it. But I've only just put 4 in there. And then I'm going to take 2 of these. No-calorie sweetener, saccharin. And I have learned a lesson, boys and girls. When mixed, 2-to-1. See, the saccharin is sweeter than the blue stuff, but it has that awful aftertaste. And now my handy spoon, an MRE spoon, boys and girls. The pink is sweeter, but it has the horrible aftertaste if you use enough to sweeten a cup of tea or coffee by itself. When you mix it 2-to-1, blue to pink, the blue adds sweetening power to the pink, and the pink totes the full load of the sweetening, but the blue supports it, and so that, you don't get that horrible aftertaste. That has been my experience. Here comes one of the early dismissal buses. Some of our schools have early dismissal today. I'm not sure which ones it is. Doesn't matter. Because for me to tell you, it would give away my exact location. Just suffice it to say, our company services many different school districts other than the town we're located in. And one of the schools that we service apparently had the early dismissal. It's not the one I service, so it doesn't matter. This is just a mite too hot to even sip. I'll bring you back when it's cooled off just a hair. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people are going to say, Lamborado, what does pollypore tea taste like? Well, it tastes like pollypore tea. Never had anything that tastes quite like it except pollypore tea. I've been drinking it all my life. I never thought about it. What does it taste like after it's been sweetened a little bit? Well, it tastes a little bit like birch water, the water you get from a birch tree. Only a shade sweeter than that. The way I've got it sweetened anyhow it does. It's got kind of a lemony quality to it. Yes, I'm drinking out of my measuring cup again. I made just a little bit more than what would fit into that little cup with the handle on it. My really cup. The really cup is only about 12 or 14 ounces. So there was about 2 or 3 more than what would fit, but that's all right. Let's see. Yeah, in other words, I reduced it down to about half. From 32 ounces, I brought it down to like 16 or 17. Like I say, a bit of a lemony flavor to it. I mean, it's not strong like lemonade, but it's got a reminiscent twinge to it of lemonade. Kind of like, yeah. Have you ever had grilled portobello? Imagine taking a grilled portobello and stewing it in lemonade that was fairly weak, and then drinking the broth that came off of it. Well, that's about how it tastes, yep. Or some people might say it has a beefy flavor to it. Well, that's where I'm going to end this clip, because I think I'm going to have to get out and help another driver here. We'll catch you in a little bit.